Oh, we're pulling. Oh, things are looking good. I would be amazed if we set another B-class record again. That would be cool if we could do it pretty close to back-to-back. Oh, not quite. That's 114.4. That was 4/10. We got this. I'm going to do another one. Doing 138 miles an hour with standing rain on the road. That is real intelligent. Oh, keep the speed up. We had to brake there a little bit. Keep her together. The front wheels pulling this thing are helping us out tremendously right now. Welcome back to another Wheelspin challenge here in Forza Horizon 5. Oh, a 93 Clio. Excellent. Let's see if we can get some money to turn this thing into a somewhat competitive race car, hopefully. $5,000. I'll take $5,000. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. I know the skips or the wheel spins have been skipping around a little bit. That's because we've been getting cars. Again. How many cars are we gonna get? $6,000. Well, since I can't seem to get a wheel spin that doesn't give me way too much money for this challenge, we got a car that was worth 12.5 earlier, and then we got a 5,000 and a 1,000. We're gonna combine that and give ourselves 18.5 grand to work on this Renault Clio. Now, the real question is, what can we do with 18.5 grand? I think we're gonna need a turbo. And they're cheap, so we're gonna have to get one. All right, this ended up being our parts list. We had to mess around with the valves and the turbo and the cams and stuff in order to get the correct amount of power, but as you can see, we're sitting perfectly at the top of B class. The car's lost about 24 pounds, but it's gained 130 horsepower, which is sick, and we have better tires on it. We're gonna drop these tire pressures a little bit. This is why we got the tunable transmission, because we want to be able to have some acceleration. This thing says it'll top out at like 180. That's kind of nuts. We're gonna lower the camber just a little bit. Actually, the rear can go down quite a bit because it's not a drive tire. We're gonna bump up that toe a little bit, just a little bit on each one. We're gonna bump the caster angle up. Sadly, we can't touch these. Hopefully the alignment and the springs will be able to help us out there. We're gonna go real soft and then maybe stiffen up the rear a little bit. It's front wheel drive, so it doesn't matter too much against the rear, on the rear rather. On damping, we're gonna do our typical of fully stiff and fully soft. That sounds bad. No aero and completely open diff. Not ideal, but we're gonna have to deal with it. And we got the Domino's livery, even though it does kind of look terrible. First things first, before we do anything too crazy, let's go see how fast this thing is. First things first, warm up the tires. I love that you can actually do this and then it cuts off. We are approaching our max speed. This thing probably could, like I said, go about 180 going downhill, but we have this thing tuned a little bit more for acceleration, and I think we're gonna need it that way. So flat on a long straight, top speed's about 164. Going downhill, we could probably get her up to 170, maybe 180 if we were really pushing it, but that'll never happen in any race. So we're just gonna leave it topped out at like 170. It's no biggie. Before we go do our Horizon Mexico Circuit Rivals race, I have one other challenge in mind. That is right. Instead of delivering tofu in a rear-wheel drive car, we are delivering pizza in a front-wheel drive car. Kind of a stupid joke, but I think it should be good. I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing does on the way down the hill. It does kind of suck that it's snowy, but it is whatever. I think we will be fine once we get off the snowy part of the road. This thing's not doing too bad already. It is typical front-wheel drive, meaning it understeers kind of badly, but if we're not on the throttle the whole time, it doesn't do too terribly, I won't lie. With the way we have this thing tuned, the rear tires are very small and they don't have a ton of camber, so they slide going around corners. But this thing is very fun to drive. It drives really well. It's a lot of fun to drive. It can be a little unruly, but it's not terrible. I am kind of being light on the throttle because I don't need to drive this thing straight off the edge of the cliff, but it's doing really good. Like, I could easily go full out and not worry too much. In fact, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try just really sending her through here because these driving lines are not the way they should be. Good, coming in quick. Hard on the brake. Yep, this thing is very light, so it slows down rather quick, and we have upgraded brakes. We're gonna throttle down just a dab of brake. We're coming in a little hot, but that's all right. Yeah, this thing's good. I'm enjoying this quite a lot, actually. This is a good build. This is a really good build. Like, typically when I build a front-wheel drive car, they are basically grip only because front-wheel drive cars do really good on full grip builds. But this one has a lot of like a lot of extra power from what I would usually do, and it's quite a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing does on Rivals, honestly, because if it's this good to drive down the mountain on that Rivals track, it's going to be excellent. We are kind of burning the tires off on every corner. This also could be because it has an open diff. That might be why it's so much easier to drive. It's not understeering near as bad as I thought it was going to. There's the rear tires sliding, which is fine. The front didn't lose grip at all through there. Still throttling down. We're good. This thing is handling these corners in this mountain like really well. Much better than I thought it was originally going to, which is actually kind of surprising. Took that a little quick, but it's fine. Lifting that tire up, making it so it doesn't understeer. Maybe that's the key. Maybe we shouldn't have like 50% lock diffs on front wheel drive cars like I typically do. I'm glad they added all these lights in here, to be honest. I think they should be here 24/7. Having this extra light down the mountain at night makes the track look so much better. Yep, burn the tires off, no biggie. Formula 1 racing line, that sucker. Pretty good. And across the line. That was actually quite a long race. I thought it was going to be a little shorter, but once you do that full mountain road, it's actually kind of long. Now for our Horizon Mexico Circuit Rivals race. This ought to be pretty good, actually. I'm betting this car is going to be quick. It's probably not going to be that 114. It's probably going to be like 116, 117, but it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, here we go. Let's cut to our flying lap. All right, here we go. We were 119 on our starting lap, which is actually pretty surprising. This thing's actually going to be a little quicker than I thought. It does not like these corners very well, though, with this open front diff and front wheel drive and all. With as much power as it got, with as much power as it has, it burns the tires off all the way around the corner, which is not ideal, but it's not terrible. Come on. Yeah, this thing's got a lot of speed. It's got a lot of speed. It's lacking a little bit in the grip department, but we should be able to make it up. Come on, Clio. Done it. Man. Oh, this is going to be close. I honestly think this is going to be pretty close. Oh, that thing's got too much acceleration on the way out of the corners. I don't think we're going to be able to get it. Brake, we're going to take this corner. Oh, poorly. We could probably take it a little better. We will try it for sure. Come on, Clio. We'll throttle down the straight. We're going to try just a dash of lift off and then gently roll back into it. Solid. 115. Yeah, this thing is much quicker than I thought it was going to be. We're going to try another lap or two and see if we can squeeze a little bit more out of it. Oh, we're pulling. Oh, things are looking good. I would be amazed if we set another B-class record again. We're probably not going to, but we did just recently set another B-class record on here, if I remember correctly. That would be cool if we could do it pretty close to back-to-back. 114.8. Yeah, this car is much quicker than I thought it was going to be. We built a good car. I won't lie. This thing is quite good, and we stayed in front of him most of the way around the corner, so we should have another like 2/10 taken off, I think. We're gonna pull on him coming through here pretty easily. We'll get in front of him before this next corner. Oh yeah, handily. We need to late brake as late as we can, as little as we can. We're gonna roll back into this throttle, try and stay in front of him on the way out. Oh, come on, we got this. Come on, car. Another B-class record would make me so happy. Late brake, as little as possible. Roll back into the throttle. Done it. Come on, get in front of that stupid little dune buggy horse shit. Come on. I honestly think front-wheel drive cars in this game are some of the best cars there are. For some reason, the front-wheel drive cars in this game, in their classes, do super, super well. Come on, I want to catch him. Oh, we're catching him on the straight, but I think he's got the corner on us. Have a brake. Cut that shit as hard as we can. Oh, not quite. That's 114.4. That was 4/10. We got this. I'm going to do another one. Oh, we're in front of him. This is going to be another good lap. This is going to be more time off unless we screw something up, but I think we got this. We're going to come into this corner. Late brake. Dive in here. Take the dirt. Roll into it on the way out. Come on. Come on, car. You got this. I don't think we're going to beat him, but it's going to be close. Oh, I screwed it. Just a dab of brake. Oh, a little too hot. I'm gonna try this as well. We're gonna get this last corner as good as we can because everything else was as good as it could be. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, not quite. 14.27 and his was 14.24. We'll take it. This thing is rather fast. Rather fast. Oh, and we won a Regera, which is sick. Now, with as good as this car is, it won't be good enough for B-Class on this track, specifically because of that long straight. People build power builds, and you can make up a lot of time on there that this car can't. But we're going to race some unbeatable drivatars on here. Oh, and it's raining. That's going to be fun. So, let's get into here. Change the difficulty up to unbeatable. We're going to save this so it downloads the new drivatars. I'm going to let the screen go black, as it usually does, and start race. That way you can tell that we didn't cheat, and these guys should be quick enough that you know that we didn't cheat. Launch control saving our butts on this slippery surface. Here's hoping this car does actually somewhat decent in the rain. It's got low tire pressures and street tires, so honestly, it's who knows. Brake. Oh, it's slippery. Oh, that's a taxi. Sorry, kind of had to dive bomb you there. If I could shift, we'd be good. Go kart, you get out of my freaking way, piece of shit. Brake into the corner, skip the Subaru or whatever the hell that car was. Get out of my way. That's a taxi. Keep her. Oh, we're good. Oh, cart, Mazda. We're good. All is well. Keep going. Well, we're in 6th, and we're probably going to stay in 6th for a while. That guy's almost going to spin out. You know what? I may be mistaken. We may skip these fools and get up to 3rd right away. 1st and 2nd are quite a ways up there, though, so we're going to really have to power through this to see if we can get up there. Man, this weather's a little wild, huh? Double brake. This thing's handling pretty well. We've got it tuned pretty well, which is surprising considering we don't have anti-roll bars. Full throttle. That's a Mazda. Yeah, I saw it last second and didn't have time. We're going to save that Mazda's life and back up a little bit. There we go. And pass these fellas. Double brake. We can take that corner quicker. Same with this one. If this guy will get out of my way. Out of my way. Up into 6, going downhill. Doing 138 miles an hour with standing rain on the road. That is real intelligent. That's a dead bug. Oh, keep the speed up. We had to brake there a little bit. Keep her together. The front wheels pulling this thing are helping us out tremendously right now. Throttle down. We're just going to keep this thing going. I think we can take these corners at full speed. This tune is really good. We're a little bit into the dirt, but that's okay. Up into 6th. Hope the friggin' speed of this thing can help us get up there. Come on. 1st place would be sweet. We're steaming down the road towards them. Oh, there's 3rd place. Holy crap. Yep, you gotta hit the fence. I don't. We're gonna see if we can out-corner these guys. Throttle down. Oh, we hit the pole. That's fine. Oh, that was good. That was good. Keep her together. Excellent. Passed them on the outside coming through a high-speed corner. Oh, with a front-wheel drive car. We're not gonna murder that family either. Not bad. Not bad at all. Even though we've had to rewind twice, I think this was still quite a good race. Quite a good race indeed. Easy W, but not really. We were in 3rd most of that race. Not bad, though. Well, as we found out, this car is very good. It's actually quite quick. It beats unbeatable drivatars. It almost beat my B-Class record on Horizon Rivals, which is pretty incredible because I always do that track. All for a couple wheel spins and some creative math where we ended up using 18.5 grand. This car turned out to be very, very, very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed our Domino's Pizza 93 Clio, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.